Yo.
What's
going on, people? It's your boy Marvel Lattimore.
Tony Francis.
And this is another edition of Welcome to My Hood Film. Well, this is actually another edition of Welcome to My Halloween Hood Film.
Yeah.
Doing this big for Halloween.
Let's go.
We want to, we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to introduce our guest.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So little time. So go ahead and introduce yourself, cuz.
What's up, friends? Jonesy Corona. First time here. This is probably my fourth podcast ever in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, first time in Bronx podcasting. So
yeah,
it was good.
That's right, number four podcast right here. So it's Halloween time. We decided to get another Halloween movie, so we're gonna get into that in just a moment. So where you from, bro?
Originally Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, Stockholm, Sweden. But I've been in the States for
Spotify land.
21. Yeah, Spotify land. Yeah.
I used to work for them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Were they nice?
They started out that way.
Yeah.
They got I want to say not nice, but more corporate. And I get it. You were in the red. I understand. No hard feelings.
Yeah, streaming for cents or point of a cent. But yeah, no, I've been in the States for 21 years. Year in San Francisco, 7 years in Colorado, and now 12 years in New York City.
That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a
You could only take 1 year of San Francisco.
Well, I was married at the time.
Oh.
She got a job in Colorado.
Oh,
so we
got it.
Yeah,
Say
sight
less.
unseen. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was she from the States, I'm assuming?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
from Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're divorced now, everything's good.
I got that.
Okay, that's what's up. So basically on our podcast, what we do here is we like to show hood films to people who we believe either never seen a hood film or have seen little amounts of hood films. So are you aware of what a hood film is?
Well, I mean, as a younger person, I saw Boys in the Hood.
Okay, there you go.
That was good stuff.
That's the one.
Friday.
That's the one.
and
Friday's the one too.
All those 90s joints.
Okay.
I definitely saw that. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw the classics then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So
but yeah, this was new. Yeah, this series, this was the trilogy. So
Yeah.
this is the third
third
installment.
Yep.
the third installment of what film?
You can say it.
Called again. Tales from the Hood.
There you go.
Tales from
There you
the
go.
Hood. Yeah,
That's okay.
We are
Tales from the
finishing
Hood.
the
Okay.
trilogy, folks.
Finishing the trilogy.
Thank God.
Yeah. So I didn't see the first or the second, but the third, I heard was better than the second. So
Yes. So in that order.
executive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Third, first and third and second. Excuse me. 1, 3, 2.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Yeah.
Most uneven trilogy.
Uneven trilogy.
Right.
Yes.
No middle ground. It's just all over the place.
And then Spike Lee has his name on it. As
Executive producer.
Yeah.
It's his production company.
Yeah.
40 Acres and a Mule is a part of the production.
Yeah.
We don't think that he had any hand in directing or even writing.
Right.
But at least probably
Nah, you
funding.
didn't see the word executive in front of that producer?
Yeah.
It's hard to say thing.
Yeah.
I'm signing some checks and I'm getting some money, but I'm not on set.
Not on set. You ain't gonna see me. No, sir. So you've never seen the first one, right? Obviously.
No. I mean,
Okay.
speaking of Spike Lee, I've seen all of his joints, but not this trilogy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the first one was directed by him either.
I think he had a part in it. I
Did he?
think.
Okay.
I don't think he directed it.
Yeah.
I think he produced it again.
Oh,
I think he just produced all three of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think he directed any one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that he put his name on it so people could be like, "Oh, word, you had something to do with this? That's fire. Let me go see it." And then they saw it and was like, "Ugh."
Yeah. People like the first one.
Yeah, the first one was forever a classic. So if you ever have a chance, watch the first one. Yeah, the first one is probably the most
far away from the second one.
Yeah, first one is cringe with a reason to cringe, like horror-wise.
Okay.
And then the other two are like, nah, not so much.
Just weak writing cringe.
There you go, weak writing cringe. I like that. I like the way you phrased that. So what can you describe in your own words like what you saw in this film?
The first impression was like that kind of made for TV, made for TV vibes, or as we used to say, straight to DVD, STD but DVD.
Yeah, that's old heads.
Yeah,
streaming now.
Right, straight to streaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of as we saw in the first story, the special effects were. Was that some sort of golden spray tan that they gave this little cancer kid? Yeah, sometimes the acting feels a little stilted, a little amateur.
Soap opera.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, this probably have a big budget.
But better. I mean, if we're thinking about like weak TV drama stuff, it was better production value. You know how you watch that daytime stuff and it's got a chair scraping or loud bangs. So this is better produced, but still kind of obviously no names for the most part, and kind of you know, I don't know. Maybe they're starting out in their careers, and they'll jump up to better stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We know.
With the exception of
Tony Todd
and Lynn Whitfield. So Tony Todd in the movie world, people know him for one thing is he was Candyman. And then Lynn Whitfield, she's been in a lot of different films, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, just stuff like that. So yeah, both of them are known as like big name cats. But yeah, you're right. The rest of those people, I think except for like one person, I forgot his name, but he's in a TV show called Raising Kanan.
Okay.
And he was in
I think I know who you're talking about. Was that the first dude?
The first guy that was the homeowner.
Okay.
The building owner.
Okay.
So he was in the show called. He's in a show called Raising Kanan. Not was. He is in a show called Raising Kanan. And he was on the TV show Balls.
London Brown.
London Brown. So he's kind of coming up in the world. So mine is them.
He's actually good in this.
Right. Yeah. Mine is them.
He's good.
Yeah.
He had some chops. He was, head above all the other actors in the scenes. Yeah.
So for those of you who aren't aware of the Tales from the Hood anthology series, basically it's 3 different movies. All 3 movies tell several different tales.
Yeah, it's Tales from the Crypt, but Hood.
But a Hood version. Right. And it's supposed to deal with, hard-hitting messages like racism, sex abuse, rape, stuff like that.
All the hints.
And of course, life and death. So unfortunately, after the first one, they kind of just tried to go with more modern times. Yeah. And they tried to make fun of Trump. They tried to make fun of so many different other pop culture topics that it was just like, this ain't hitting. This ain't hitting. And
the first one did it too, but it wasn't as
heavy-handed. It wasn't as heavy-handed. Right, exactly. And it was more of a focus on like gangbanging in California as opposed to like, I relate to this in New York. Yeah. So.
I mean, listen, Hollywood's right there, so I get it.
But exactly. So
this one is more. I don't think any of these took place in L.A. They don't really.
Right. I don't even think they said a city.
Right. That's what I was thinking with the concourse. Was that like the mass? Yeah.
That was Massachusetts. The first one I saw. That.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Everything else, it could have been anywhere, honestly, which is fine. That's how it should be, honestly.
So this is how real it was, folks. Compared to the last 2 times, I was like, we gonna make sure we look up these 4 stories and break them down, but make sure we also know what the heck we were talking about with these 4 stories.
It was easy to get lost sometimes.
Yeah.
It was kind of like reading a Stephen King novel. Sometimes he goes into fantasy world, and you just get. You get taken away.
That is one way of putting it.
That is one way of putting it. Yeah. So. So that's the thing. So this movie was directed, I think it was actually directed by the same guy.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But anyway,
the director.
Yeah, you can look that up. And usually, like we usually do, folks, we usually look up like box office budget and stuff like that. But
this director stream had 2 directors, Rusty Cunliffe and I didn't price that wrong. Darren Scott.
Oh yeah, these guys. So they created all 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it says it here they created all 3. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good for them. Yeah, got a trilogy. That's more than what I got. So good for you.
Yeah, so that yeah. So
good for them.
Good for them. So that's what's going on here. So let's talk about these 4 stories. So there was 4 different stories.
Yeah.
And the first one I was trying to look up the name of it, but the first one
it's the name of the place. God damn it.
Yeah. It's called wait, I got you.
Rusty something? What's it Rusty something?
Ruby Gates.
Ruby Gates.
So Ruby Gates. What do you remember about Ruby Gates, Jones?
Ruby Gates, I don't know. First, I thought it was like I thought it was Queens first when I first heard Ruby Gates.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. We're biased. We're New Yorkers.
But then, it was. So it didn't really come across as he was going in to talk to the family. We didn't get the impression that this guy owns the building.
Yeah.
It felt like he was executive, I don't know, assistant running an errand for this corrupt, the old white
real
guy.
estate guy.
The real estate guy.
They're trying to get his family out.
Yeah,
Because they want to build new condos.
And then build this whatever it was, hospital.
Yeah, that would probably be us, but
yeah. And that his character didn't really come across as being like, hey, I'm in charge, and I'm so he was sort of pleading
everyone
with
got
his
a
family
boss,
to get
got
out.
it.
Yeah. The kid had cancer, so that was like, that was a way to stall because moving is stressful, is what we heard.
Yeah.
And then dealing with the crazy white dude that was gonna be the arsonist, create a grease fire. I thought that gave me the impression that they had a restaurant in the maybe I'm thinking New York, but like they had a restaurant in the street level that were gonna.
That's what I thought too. The way he wrote out the map, I'm like, all right, maybe there's a bottom and it'll go up and they got enough time, whatever.
I'm thinking commercial kitchen.
This motherfucker broke into the goddamn apartment, set a fire. I'm like, why would you think they wouldn't be killed?
Right.
Because I guess they got the alarm go off.
Yeah. So, interesting fun fact before we go on. This movie actually released on October 6, 2020. So the movie was made before, all the protests with like George Floyd and everybody else, that was all that stuff that was happening. So when they made most of it, they didn't really have the time to make their social commentary on that. They probably would have did one about it, but
maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, they would have messed it up. And then it came out during COVID, so that's probably why it didn't go into theaters.
It wasn't
which is also for the best.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
it wasn't gonna go to theaters, COVID or not.
Whether they did or not, there's some things you could be thankful that COVID was around.
Wow. I'm not going to give COVID credit for that one. The second one didn't make it to theaters. What are you talking about? That had an actual kind of star in it.
Yeah. That's funny as a sidebar, just because this is a Spike Lee executive producer.
Yeah.
His The Five Bloods, I don't know if that came out in the theater. I think that went straight,
I
straight
think
to
that went
Netflix.
Yeah.
It seemed like that was like an afterthought. He put that right at the end. He put like a classroom with I guess it was sort of like a woke insertion of, there was a lot of like Black Lives Matter talk right at the end of the movie that sort of felt like an afterthought.
Possible.
Yeah, just because it was possible. Just at that time too.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah.
There wasn't that much in this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was a little bit more crazy. Listen, the first story is the best story for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it out the way because it's only going to get more insane after this.
This was somewhat linear.
This shit is kind of well written, except for this motherfucker on the building. That was pretty dumb, but everything after this is like, wow, you really went.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you feel it was dumb?
What, they own the building?
Yeah.
You didn't boss around. You just kick them out.
Yeah.
Why go, if you own the fucking building, why go through hiring this clearly meth addicted dude? I don't know how you know this motherfucker. You do arson.
Right.
Just kick him out the fucking building. Like, yo, get out.
That's true. I get what you're saying. Yeah, he could have just been like, yo, we're going to evict you either way.
Kid is sick. I'll just pay for this treatment.
Yeah, but you have to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
Yeah, there was better ways better ways he could have handled it.
Way better ways.
Yeah.
Way better ways.
Starting arson just was very weird.
Yeah.
It was like,
then he killed the guy who did it. Which I thought I was cool. I smart. Come to try. You're a dickhead, though.
Nah, he's still a dickhead.
You're a dickhead.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
Like, damn,
he managed to say a lot with that many bullets in him too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was able to hold a conversation. That was.
Yeah, that's true. My man was holding a conversation. He was like, "What I do? Why?"
I'm like, bro, you want to be able to do anything at all?
Yeah.
Just be wheezing. If anything.
Yeah.
But no, that was the thing. It was a weird power dynamic. The building owner kind of pleading with the tenants, like, oh, if you could just get out of here. And I felt like the dad was more like, no, you don't tell me what to do. And so that was kind of a weird power dynamic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up this part. So in every movie, the person that is supposedly doing an evil deed gets their comeuppance.
Yeah.
And then they die from some instant act of karma.
Oh God.
In this case, we've seen a lot, bro, in terms of Tales from the Hood. We've seen a man get Like in the first movie, you've seen a man get killed by dolls. Mm-hmm. In the second movie, 2 guys was like killed by vampires.
That was normal.
Like, and that was like an understandable. And
no, the worst part about 2 is when she gave birth to like the.
Oh, she gave birth to the dolls.
Yeah,
right. See, we seen a woman die from giving birth to an abundance of dolls.
Okay.
Right. So each one had one that was like, okay,
what the fuck?
But at least the first one was like, I understood the dolls. The second one was like, I don't understand it. But they try to make a callback to the dolls. Okay. In the third one, there's no callbacks, thankfully. However, there was a kid who's aspiring to be an NBA player. He's aspiring to be a baller, which is fine. So he was dying of cancer, but they was working on getting him better, and then they killed him because of the awesome. He died in the awesome. Yeah. So they came back as spirits. And the irony was supposed to be that like you try to kick them out of the building, and now their souls are trapped in the building because you trapped them inside. Yeah. So the kid killed the owner because his body now, because he died of fire, he had the power to harness fire, and he turned the basketball into a fireball.
Miami Heat.
Yeah. And shot it straight Goku Ryu style at the guy.
It was more like a regular basketball throw.
No, it was a pass. I'm bugging. It was a pass. Yeah. But it was he threw it, and he Hadouken my man out the window, and then the window, the room exploded. And he flew out the window and then just died. Like he just, because he fell. It was a high story building. Like
he fell out 3 stories.
It was 3 stories, but it was the fireball, bro.
Yeah, it was a fireball. No, it definitely crushed, like collapses.
Yeah,
if you get hit by a flaming basketball on your chest at imagine ghostly speed, supernatural speed.
Yeah.
So he was already pretty fucked.
He was already pretty fucked. Like, Tales from the Hood. My hat goes off to y'all. The fireball. I was like, what was the point of the fireball, bro? Y'all could have just burned him alive.
Fuck him. You killed me in the fire. Yeah, I'm throwing a fireball at you. Fuck you.
Well, forget.
You could have did worse.
Fuck his parents.
You got off easy, honestly.
Fuck his parents for giving him a broken dream, broken promises at NBA, and not letting his kids sit down and watch Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and all these other hot shows little kids is watching.
He would have did the fireball better. I'm gonna take you out. Hey, listen, he killed the guy, so he did it pretty well.
With a chest pass?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You're supposed to turn it this way, my man turn it this way. Come on,
whatever, bro. You got a job.
Come on, baby.
If anything, he probably didn't want him to die so quick. So, like, if I hit you with a fireball, like, realize I can probably kill you. But no, I need you to, like, watch me go inside a house unburned.
And then shooting into a trash can.
Shooting into a trash can. You know what I'm saying? I was down here. Yeah. As I said, some broken promises, man. Your parents would make you think you're going to be the next LeBron James.
I don't think they did all that. They just wanted his kid to live. And
No, I get that. Yeah. And it's funny because in the beginning of the movie, they foreshadowed that the guy was annoyed with the kid playing basketball. Yeah. So for the kid to kill him with the basketball, I'll give him that. That was cool. Yeah. It was like, I'm going to kill you with the thing you hated the most.
Yeah. The neighbors. Actually, that building was empty, right?
They were the last
ones there.
That's
which is why what Uni said made the most sense. Because you could have just started doing what you needed to do, and you could have been like, "Hey, so I sold the building already. So you have to leave now. Like you can do your squatters' rights bullshit if you want, but you gotta go."
That's what happened in real life.
Yeah.
Like not one holdout in a fucking like.
Pleading
10 stories? It didn't make any sense.
Word, my man was telling a story. Come on, man, my son. It was like, So they were trying to say that he was a black guy, capitalizing off of the power of gentrification.
Yeah, I get it.
If you're going with that, so that's basically what they were going at with that. But it still was just like, yeesh.
I liked it. That shit was hilarious.
No, that was the best story. The fireball aside, it was the best story. It made some sense. It went
except the makeup. They tried to make him look like he had cancer. Was horrible.
Oh yeah. It looked almost like he had blonde hair.
It was bad. Like just make him bald.
He had no eyebrows. Everything about it was weird. They could have just put like a cap on his head the whole time.
Yeah.
And we would have never known.
Did the burn effect good? Why the fuck else everything else failed?
They could have literally just gave him like a regular skull cap and just been like, put this on. Yeah. Don't take it off during any of the shots. Except when you die.
It's all over the place in this movie because sometimes it's really bad. Sometimes it's
really good. Yeah.
I think the makeup art is just not good.
Right. It's 2020.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, this movie came out 2020, people. Mind you, this was a year after 2 successful Avengers films.
I mean,
CGI could have hit.
That's not fair. That's not the same budget.
I know, but still.
Yeah, no, they could have did better. CW does better, but whatever. Whatever. Listen, get better makeup artists. I mean, I guess it's not going to be a 4, so it doesn't matter anymore. But
let's not speak too soon.
Oh boy.
It'll always be a 4.
Yeah.
Wait till we see who the next president is or something like that. They're going to find a reason. Yeah. Remember, Trump got elected and then 2 came out. I
don't think that has any correlation.
It don't, but then Trump was all over that movie for some weird reason.
One story.
I don't care. That was enough for me.
I hear you, man. Yeah.
So that was the first one, y'all. That was the first one. So that's why we're not going hard on the first one, because the first one was actually the best one. Now.
Yeah. Yeah, it really gets insane.
Now that we got the good story out the way, we can focus on we did the good, now we can focus on the bad and the ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the bad one, well, they're all ugly. Let's just stop playing.
I don't think they're all ugly. I think there's potential in these, but it didn't come close to living up to anything, really.
Well, let me direct a question to you, brother. What did you think was the worst story there?
Oof.
That's okay.
I mean, I don't know if it was worse or just out of control. The crazy old racist.
That's actually the second story. Good.
Broadcasting. And then first I thought he messed up a word, but then it was like, okay, this is consistent. He consistently messes up words because it's, as we found out, later at the end of the story, that he's in a zoo.
Yeah, with a force
field zoo where.
They went Black Mirror on us, y'all.
Yeah, because who
wrote this? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, when he's looking through his periscope, it was blurry, so we could see those people. But you didn't get the.
They didn't really make it clear what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, you could see it from their perspective, but you didn't get Well, for me, I thought it was armed guards or something keeping an eye on him and trying to get him out, but they were just visitors at the zoo.
That's what I thought at first too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was the Central Valley Zoo, which I'm pretty sure that was just a
made up
city.
But with
like
a pellet gun, and then he had this huge machine gun.
He had a lot of guns.
Yeah, he had a lot of guns.
And then the sex dolls, one for every race. He had a black sex doll, white sex doll. But he only wanted to fuck the black and the Mexican sex doll, and then he was like, I don't know, the white sex dolls were lying like taped up eyes, and it got out there, and then we had to remind ourselves.
He's being nice.
Yeah,
out there is the least thing you can say.
But then we had to remind ourselves that it was being narrated by a little girl. This is her.
Yes,
this is a twist, which is actually good.
Yeah.
But we gotta say that for later.
Yeah, we'll say that for later.
That's actual twist. Yeah.
We'll all be like, why does the little girl know these stories?
Yeah, it was a little girl telling 4 stories.
We forgot to set up the frame.
Yeah.
Okay, we fucked up. We got to set up the frame.
That's all right.
Usually, the first movie was
His first movie was 3 guys coming into.
Clarence Thomas, was it?
Yeah, they came into a funeral home.
Gangbangers. That was the plot. Was they were gangbangers at a funeral home. They're already dead. They're in hell.
Hell yeah.
The second one was something similar.
It was the president, and he was introducing a new robot. A president of a tech company or something like that. And he was introducing a new robot that was designed to keep everyone safe, but it turns out that it had a flaw, and it was basically the fucking Terminator.
Yeah.
And then it killed him already, and he didn't realize that. He was already in hell.
He was already killed by
So every movie is just
was trying to make a racist robot, and the robot turned on him and killed him. And then he's like, it happened in real life, but you're actually in hell. I'm just making relive it.
Right.
And homeboy, he turned out to be a devil.
Yeah, right.
And they do a twist on this where he starts off as, I guess, a guy like he's helping a little girl escape from these specters, and then it goes completely lunacy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that at the end.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Second story, this shit is.
Yeah, so that was actually the second story that you brought up. I'm not gonna lie, I was rocking with it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it was again, they always have a story that's social commentary.
Yeah.
And it was going that way.
Yeah.
And then the zoo thing, I was okay with that.
Yeah.
I was okay with that. What I didn't like was the force field.
Yeah. Oh, you like?
I didn't like the force field.
The force field was
the fact that the force field was reflective was even crazier.
Because it wasn't okay. So plot. We'll just get to it. After all that racist spiel, he has a fake podcast. The force field keeps him in. They said that they forgot to give him like fake bullets, so he shot at them really. the force field it shot him in the head and killed him.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
It was like, who gave him real bullets? Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long? Did he say he'd been in there for 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
Wait, this is the first time he actually shot somebody?
Right? After 30 years,
Yeah.
3 decades, he takes the first shot.
You gonna tell me? Yeah, that's why I was trying to wonder about the story. I was like, this story takes place in the future, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And that's what had me confused because I'm like,
I was like,
when did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, how do you not remember being like?
The only thing I can think, something happened in the future. This is my theory. Okay. Stay with me. The way I can make sense of this.
Okay.
He got fucked up at some point. He went to this bunker. The rest of the world was like, it's all cherry lands. We all love each other, but like, there's still one crazy asshole, super right-wing dickhead living in the sticks. Like, let's just put something around him, and then we'll just fuck with him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't go anywhere anyway.
That makes sense.
And he actually, sending sex all the time and some sort of stuff. So obviously somebody's doing it. It's like, yeah, let's fuck with his dickhead. Because even then, he even kind of foreshadowed it. I do kind of like this. I like the story.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
They do kind of foreshadow it in his rantings. First of all, the writing's not that bad because some of the shit he's saying was insane. It was also kind of funny because, all right, there was a real writer behind this one. And I said the same for number 2. So he does kind of foreshadow, like, only thing they got me in the force field, they're bullshit. Like, no, nigga, they do.
Yeah.
They actually do. They had you in for a while. And they're fucking with you.
Yeah, and it started to make him go crazier.
That's the only way it makes sense.
Yeah, he got crazier and crazier.
Yeah, like, no, we don't need to. We'll just build a zoo around your dumb ass and fuck with you.
Yeah. And that's what made it make sense because they were like, he's an endangered species.
Yeah, right.
Which is stuff that a lot of them were feeling like, and the whole "Make America Great Again" and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I was like, the force field is the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Him killing himself is kind of funny. A little on the nose, but it's just funny.
So I'm not gonna lie. Maybe, let's say they got 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
2 out of 4. So that was the good.
The problem, you know why I don't think you don't like? You didn't like the sign at the end. I think that's what fucked it up for you.
For the American racist?
Yeah. Okay.
I was okay with it because when the I'm guessing she was a teacher.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh yeah, we can go to this other spot over here and all that. I thought that was cool, but I like the way they waited for the surprise. So all you see is like a black guy and a lady, and he just like just roasting.
And they also he can't really see clearly out the force field.
Yeah, which is smart.
Yeah.
Which is smart because if he knew, he would have turned up.
Yeah.
He would have actually started
like,
bucking shots.
This white bitch is talking this black.
Yeah.
Big dick, black dick, and all that kind of shit. But like, first of all, she wasn't even white.
She wasn't even white. She was Asian. Yep. That was the best part.
They weren't even together.
And they weren't even together. He just worked at the zoo.
Yeah, he
worked at the zoo.
Yeah.
And also, kudos to them because apparently the staff of the zoo is all black people. So that was...
Yeah. I kind of wish they sprinkled a little white kids. I thought they're going to be like, here's the extinct white man for some reason. Like, oh, God, don't do it. But all right, racist.
And then say something like, this could be you.
Yeah. I would have just left it ambiguous.
Yeah,
I would be like, hey, this is you don't even know what it means.
It means, and
then sprinkle some white kids, like, what? Really throw people off. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
That would have made it better.
Yeah. It would have made it better.
Yeah.
One of the white kids was like standing there, like a tear comes down his eyes.
Single
tear, just like.
Yeah.
Or he grows up years later, frees everybody from the zoo or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But that was a very Black Mirror ending.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't supernatural at all, which I think that's why I threw us, because we were like, you went insane, and Ghost like, oh no, you really going Black Mirror. All right, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's why I think, like, it wasn't a horrible... Yeah, now that we had time to talk about it again, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible.
He fucked the puppets for too long, and that's what's throwing all 3 of us.
Okay, I'll give you that too. Yeah, that was weird.
If it made me mad, because like, you didn't need to be that long, we get it. It's already sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird.
And then he tried to eat out the poster.
That part was funny. He's like, I'm so sorry.
And he had the Mexican sex doll.
Yeah,
he says, eat some ass taco.
Yeah.
And that was...
Yeah, the black one.
We get it.
That was extra.
Stop.
Extra.
Stop doing this. It's gross and weird.
Yeah. They feel like extended scenes.
Yeah.
Like,
this would have been a whole better experience if he shaved off 12 minutes at least. A straight hour and a half like this shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say about Tori too?
Tight edits.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I just had to take a moment while y'all was talking. I was just like, man, I keep forgetting this movie is just something else.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So folks, both of those stories, were cool.
Yeah.
And again, at the end of each story, there is a man who is just walking with a child.
Yeah.
Super far.
Yeah.
Super far. And each time she's like, I think she's telling him stories to just distract him from the fact that, like, you know, something's coming.
Yeah.
And I think in his heart, he kind of knows something's coming, but he doesn't know what yet. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
They really have you guessing, like, because in your mind, if you've seen the first two, you're like, the devil's somewhere here. So you're guessing.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is. They're like, now we're going to make you guess even harder. The second one, you were like, the first two, bro, I'm not going to lie, you would know off rip. The first one, you kind of don't know until the end, and that's because it's the first movie. The second one, homie is in a all red outfit.
Well, because the second one is very different. It's way more goofy. They don't give a fuck.
They ain't give a fuck.
It's just goof troop.
Right.
This one is like trying to like do something.
Yeah, it's trying.
The last one was like, we're just goof troop.
It was like the little girl made a plan.
So it was like, there's no, like, and also who's the main character in the second one?
Keith David.
Keith David. You know he's a fucking devil. Keith David.
Listen to his voice.
He's the best part of that fucking movie. He's like,
listen to his
definitely
voice.
you. Because if my homeboy didn't die, it would have been him again, and we would have known, like, okay, well, we're doing this again, but now it's a racist robot. But this third one is like, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
The man played a gargoyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He voiced a gargoyle.
Yeah, like,
if that don't tell you he can't play the devil? Come on now. Anyway, so that brings us to the third one, which was actually called Operetta.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm seeing that right. Yeah, Operatic, Operatic. So the third one was called Operatic. Now, I'm going to read what I see on this website. Shout out to Culture Crypt for bringing it down.
All right.
It says, Operatic sheds a different light on race-based oppression, this time on a retired singer whose stunning star turn in 1958 killed her career due to outrage over a black woman performing the lead role in Carmen. Weirdly, however, while this revelation serves as a wrenching slice of sympathy for the woman, Operatic doesn't really use it to anchor the story outside of a fantasy-fulfilling callback. Remove this background, and the segment is another case of a schemer getting out-schemed with a supernatural twist and one really thin motive for the murder. Wait, I didn't know they was going to explain that shit on at the same time.
No, but I don't agree with that. I think they're wrong. The motive is definitely paper thin. I don't want to... Well, we'll get into that, but no, they barely touch upon the race shit. It was just a one throwaway line.
Yeah, she just brought up race one time, but I think what they're trying to say was that she's using because race is, wasn't what it was then it is now. So I think she was trying to say, like, if I take her body now, then I could blow up in this world. Yeah. Oh, okay.
But they're making it seem like they played the race thing really thick. They really didn't.
Yeah.
They really didn't.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, what did you think about the opera one?
I liked it first. At first, I thought that when they were talking about the blood, that she needed the blood transfusion. I thought, are we going to see some fangs?
Some vampire shit.
Yeah, we did. I thought that too, bro.
Yeah, we did.
And I thought it was very clever with the talking about different blood. So she was taking type O negative, and then the wannabe star singer was B plus or whatever.
I think.
So they were gonna slowly poison her and then make it look like
there's a lot of signs right in this movie for
there was a lot of signs. They explained.
That was pretty smart.
That was pretty.
No, it was. The plan to kill her was smart. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Who is that actor who plays the opera singer, the original?
Oh yeah, the woman.
Oh wait, the old lady?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's who we were talking about. Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn
Whitfield. Yes. Legendary actress in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm like, who? Yeah, I know that face.
Yeah. So that's
She's in this. She's great.
No, she did a good job. She did.
No one
what she needed to do.
Was really bad.
Yeah, acting wasn't terrible. It was just the writing.
Long in the writing.
Yeah, it was long. It was almost 2 hours. The whole movie.
Hour and 42. So yeah,
I think we could have did without the last two stories.
But then that was the mystery too. She
cut it out.
was super
Cut out some
successful.
stuff, yeah.
She did that. She had that one show where she plays Carmen in 1958.
Yeah. So
Where did she get all this wealth?
The lady had one
right.
show.
She had mad money. Right.
They got it outraged, but she's living in a fucking mansion.
Yeah.
She got a stash of cash. Maybe she was getting it for all the dudes that wanted to smash.
I guess. Oh wait. Well, if you think about it, maybe they just robbed the people whose body. No, because she's been waiting to get her body taken.
Yeah.
So.
That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you got fucked over that hard way back then, how did you accumulate all this wealth? It couldn't work again.
I needed there to be a scene where like she probably yelled at him for like every person that she could have had, whose body she could have had. Like
No, but she didn't want them because you said I need a perfect one, and this is the perfect one. Yeah, you're right.
Think about it, right? Like you
Well, they didn't want you to see the twist of
Beyonce or some shit like that. She's like, yo, I could have had that, fam.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, hey, listen, her dad was in the way. Then they would have gave it away. That's funny.
I know, yeah.
That's funny. You need to know now what the fuck's happening until the very, very, very end.
Yeah.
Like the
But
super very end.
I think it made sense because it was true. It wasn't. You know what? Actually, it makes sense because she was. Originally, it was a girl who was in a group.
Yeah, she was in a group.
But she
That's
wasn't the
how it starts
lead.
off. Right.
Yeah, she was just because that was the part. She wasn't the lead. She was just a sidekick, and she tried to branch out on her own.
Right, she was shining too hard.
She was shining too hard.
Got it kicked.
Which is why she was an easy target because they're like, yo, you want to be the best? You want to be the best by yourself? Don't worry about her. Because if she just took her body, it would have been like, oh, this chick is trash.
Yeah.
But the other chick was like, oh, this is easy. I believe this. But also, they didn't really have to kill her though.
That's why they said the motivation.
Yeah, they had to kill her.
Yeah, it was sort of light.
They could have just left her as an old lady.
Like,
yeah,
let's kill her. Yeah.
She don't know how to. She don't know how to do none of that shit by herself. She would have been like, "Who gonna help me with this ritual? I can't even move."
Yeah.
Like I'm stuck. At least the old lady had a black dude that was like, "I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm young. I got mad energy. Here you go." You know what I'm
No,
saying?
the girl didn't know about the ritual.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So now that she's the old lady, she switched bodies, right?
Oh yeah.
Who gonna help her with the ritual? She would have to trick a whole nother dude.
Well, that's why she was fucked.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. They had to murder her. She could have just died her age.
Nah, because then she probably would have snitched.
Who gonna believe her?
If you be like, hey, listen, this is all my life, I would tell something that nobody else would know.
Right. And then you know what they would say? All right,
But also she had a voice. No, wait,
they would have wheeled her ass to the retirement home, bro. Come on now.
Nah, you might as well just kill her. Not even cause any trouble.
Is that why he did that Mortal Kombat uppercut to her?
Did he uppercut her? He just pushed her off the balcony.
I thought he punched her.
Nah,
Did he
pushed
punch her?
her.
He pushed her. It looked like some fatality type shit.
Because he was wearing
you could be wrong.
a nice hat, and I think he just like adjusted it.
Yeah.
He had like a judo flip,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, because the railing was kind of low. I think it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So basically.
And then the way they shot it, the angle, and yeah.
He Mortal Kombat finished her either way. No matter how he did it, he still did it.
Gracefully
Pushed her off a balcony, and because she's older, it hurt her even more.
Yeah, that would definitely kill an old lady.
Yeah. That story was kind of crazy, but it was still wasn't good. Yeah, it was true. The way they went about it, everything.
It needed to be shorter and better.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. It was just too long. The build up, just all of that.
Yeah, that's what kind of, I don't know, it makes it feel like a student movie, like a trying it out. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Don't want to cut out, we got to leave everything in as much as possible, and then the scenes get long, and
I mean, at least the actors are good, though.
Yeah.
No one was bad at it.
Here's what I'm tripping on.
I think that girl could actually sing, too.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Did he ever explain why he took her over there?
No, for a job.
Yeah, right.
Because remember, she was like, hey, listen, they're not paying you.
So the job was just to watch this old lady? Oh, okay. That's what I was like, am I bugging?
Yeah,
okay.
Like an executive assistant.
An assistant.
A good job. Yeah.
Damn. So
I mean, you watching your manager off rip, you already fucking up.
Yeah.
You already fucking up.
That means her pay must have been pretty shit for them to want to kill her and rob her and shit.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was good enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Paper thin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm like. That one, the only thing was
I think they try to have that stupid scene in the middle where she bashed her head when she said she couldn't.
Yeah.
She wasn't even.
So they was trying to use the fact that she was so annoyed and offended by this woman because the woman told her she couldn't sing.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
try.
nice try. But
Yeah.
it just left me with so many questions.
Right? Because that's crazy.
They need to make her
narcissism.
meaner.
Yeah, crazy.
To, like,
They need to make her
smash.
meaner.
Yeah.
Right.
If they were gonna do that, you gotta make
Because now
her
all of a sudden
more
this
bitch.
woman has now she got a temper tantrum all of a sudden
Yeah.
just because one person told her she couldn't sing.
Yeah.
You
She
just
didn't
got
tell you
fired.
couldn't sing. She's like, hey, you just need some training.
Yeah, that's why she
training.
didn't.
Like, you gonna be good, you're not gonna be great. Was like, that's fair.
Yeah, she ain't even really shit on her shit like
Right?
that.
It's like
Shit on
your workable instrument or something. We'll work on it.
She just would work on it. I would have just been like, oh, word, cool.
Yeah.
I just watched you sing a really good opera for like 20 times in a day.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously, you know what you're doing.
That
Yeah.
was weird
Kind
too.
of
Watching this.
yeah, watch it. I would have quit, bro.
Every day.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yo, this
Hey,
lady not helping me, B. I've been
Yeah.
watching the
She
same
needed
video
the
every
money.
day.
She
Yeah.
needed
Yeah,
the money.
you that desperate? Nah, man. What kind of Mr. Miyagi shit is this?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
Miyagi eventually was like, all right, wax on, wax off. I'm going to show you why you use it.
Yeah.
She didn't even do that. She didn't be like, yo, sing what I just sang or something like that. She just was like, all right, you want to sing? Go ahead and sing.
She didn't
You
strike
alright.
me as the smartest person either.
Nobody's straight even the smartest person in that one.
I mean,
except the man's with the, okay, I'm about to say the man's with the blood type shit.
Right.
That was the smartest shit he said.
Yeah, I like that. That was.
And then instead of regularly killing her, he was like, I'm going to do this quick push off the balcony. Hadouken. That's why I was like, yo, this movie is.
Yeah.
it's
But
not
maybe
sure.
that was like a little. I mean, I talk a lot about narcissism with friends. We're just like studying narcissism and this. But the fact that you want to watch yourself do this, watch the Carmen.
Yeah.
Watch that every day, all
Hey,
day,
listen,
and then the young singer getting triggered by one little, not really a criticism, more of a just like an observation, like fantasizing about smashing.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Trump. Like.
Unless that was the plan the whole time, like just keep showing the same video to piss
Just
her off.
break her mind.
And then break her spirit by being like, yo, you alright, but you ain't a great singer. I don't know what you like.
But then I guess you can't. No, because then why just make her more mean?
I know, I
gotta
get
give her
you. Yeah, like
motivation
she should have had more of an ego. She should
Yeah.
have just been like, I'm already hot.
Yeah,
They should have made her like
yeah.
this social media type chick that's always like, she
Right.
should have been in the house like, yo, I'm in
Yeah.
here, this whacking here, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like something like
They
that.
go
Like
ridiculous.
this old lady
Yeah.
sucks.
They
Like,
don't want to make everybody too likable. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't. You gotta
yeah,
make
you're
somebody-
right, man. You're right.
You gotta make.
Yeah.
Speaking of likable, that brings us. Go away.
No, I was gonna say with the likable, because you want to root for somebody.
Right.
You want to, when you watch,
Yeah.
like I don't know, what comes to mind is a White Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You would immediately like, I fucking hate that one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
I love this. Person.
Yes, yeah, that was
So
White Lotus in a nutshell. Yeah.
you gotta have like some polarizing emotions. If it's just everyone's like kind of likable, it's hard to get invested. And want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% right, and that's
First
and
guy
that's
was a dickhead. That's why I work.
and that's all I was saying. That's the first guy was a dickhead, but then they give you a girl that you was like, actually, I'm kind of rooting for you because if you could sing, you should be either leading the group or you should be your own star.
Right.
I felt bad. I was like, this woman was
right.
Like I felt bad, but there'll be one major thing we'll bring up at the end. But the last story was actually called "Dope Kicks."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it said once more, Tales from the Hood 3 shows no unjust bias by centering the final story on an unremorseful thief who could be any color or creed. Specific dialogue and circumstances establish him as black, but the tale mostly functions as another karaoke cover of a classic from EC's greatest hits album that momentarily pleasing without being particularly memorable.
I don't want to say that. I was definitely remembering some shit because this shit was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's what you remember. This should be crazy.
This might have been the most insane one of the whole trilogy where it's like, oh, but this is our last one. We just gonna go off the rails.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking lose our goddamn brains. Like what?
Yeah.
No, I liked his character. He was. When you just I don't know. He played it well. It was.
Really don't feel bad for him.
No, right?
Yeah, you deserve it.
That one is the one where it's like you deserve all that. Let's break down the fourth one real quick. The fourth one basically is so there's a guy. He's a robber.
Yeah.
That's basically his day-to-day. He's just a robber. How he robs people. Yep. He has a signature move, which is just a sucker punch.
Yeah.
He turns you around or he catches you from behind and just sucker punches you.
Yeah.
And
On the side.
So it was crazy.
Which way?
And
So
it looked hilarious.
Right, and it looks hilarious because he caught everybody the same way, and it was just like, oh. But the first person he catches is an elderly woman, and she bashes into a mailbox, and then he starts kicking the shit out of her for like a good minute.
Yeah.
And then she was just in a coma. So you're like, all right. He caught a couple other people. He caught like a teenager or whatever. Yeah. So then there was a lady on the news who was like, nah, I'm tired of this guy, whatever. She was like, he's gonna walk a mile in his victim's shoes. Yeah. He's gonna feel this and da da da. So he runs into some guy who had like absolutely the worst shoes on I've ever seen in my life. Terrible gold shoes or some just terrible. Yeah. He does the same punch to this guy. Only has to do one punch, no kicks, nothing. Yeah. Takes his money. He's like, yo, you ain't got that much bread, but I like your kicks, whatever. Take his kicks. Can't get no punch. Yeah, like, you know, he's like, the kid was on the phone, about to get cheeks. He was minding his business, like, yo, I'm about to go get laid real quick. You know what I'm saying? Gets snuffed, gets beat up, takes his money, runs off back to the crib. He keeps man's shoes on. For some weird reason, he couldn't get the shoes off. Coincidentally, the same size, which was crazy because this man was bigger.
Like, at least almost off. 6 inches off.
This man was bigger than his victim.
Asian guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And instead, so what they did was, first he starts like he feels cold. No, first he goes to get chicken and beer.
Yeah, he's fine at first for a good minute.
Right, and he goes to get chicken and beer. Super stereotypical, by the way. Yeah. And then he eats the chicken. He comes home. He doesn't eat it.
He doesn't even make it home.
I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah. He pisses himself. He shits on himself, and then he's getting followed by a vulture-looking creature, a vulture man, per se. His friend is like, bro, I don't even know what's wrong with you. You good? Let's come on. He cleans himself off, but then he keeps shitting on himself. Things keep happening. He keeps getting cold. And then at one point, he can't even fucking move. He gets stuck in a train station. Yeah. He's just stuck there. He finally, like, has this whole dream sequence where... Or it wasn't even a dream sequence.
No, before that, he saw that weird angel.
Yeah, he saw an angel who found a lady who died in a car crash. She
died in a car crash.
And she took her soul. Yeah, going to heaven.
The makeup on her was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
She was shaking her head at him.
Yeah, she was shaking her head at him.
But she knew he was fucked.
Right. So she was shaking her head at him to be like, oh yeah, I can't even help you, fam.
Yeah.
And then
they kind of like the weird CGI branch wings.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Kind of like it. They made some choices. I made some choices.
Yeah. Wig feathers.
And then
I don't agree with all of them, but at least you're making them.
And then you turn around.
Because normally they're just bird wings.
And the vulture man was doing the craziest JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Rob Lucci finger point of doom.
Yeah. He was in rigor mortis.
Fist of the North Star was going in on you, man, and was trying, but we didn't know why.
We don't know why at first.
He wakes up in a hospital, or whatever, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And he finds the same lady who said that he gonna walk a mile in the victim's shoes, and she explained all of that to him, and was like, "Yo, everything you're experiencing because of the person you last snuffed. You actually killed him." Which made it even funnier because he punched the old lady.
That's brilliant, but it's also hilarious because like I was thinking like, okay, it's an old lady who died. Right. Nah, she ain't died.
Nope. He punched.
She's talking shit with the witch lady.
She up chilling.
She
up chilling. Yeah, she was just in a coma and she woke up.
Yeah, she looked fine. I'm fine. She killed the poor Asian boy.
Yeah, she punched a younger Asian dude.
Yeah, he died.
And my man had a glass jaw and was just gone. So homie was walking a mile in his shoes in the terms of like he was experiencing everything homie was experiencing through death.
His body was,
His body was decomposing and all that stuff.
Decomposing, shitting himself when he died, rigor mortis.
Yeah, so they left him with 2 options. What was the options?
I think it was like, go ask him for forgiveness so your soul go to hell. Because you're going to hell.
Yeah.
You already saw the vision of you going to hell because you fucked up. Or you're just going to just chill for a couple of while and just essentially be tortured.
Yeah, before you go to hell.
Before you go to hell.
Right. So it's either a quick.
So keep going through what you're going through for who knows how long until whatever.
Or just
go to hell right now. Just to be done with it. Yeah. He was like, I'm done.
Yeah. So
he in one full day.
He was trying to go get the forgiveness, but then what happened was the dude's body was already in the autopsy room or whatever. and they was already splicing open his. Well, no, there was a doctor that gave him one chance because he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's wrong?" But there was another doctor who was like, "Yo,
She was
it's
like,
my
yo, I got
anniversary.
my,
I got
my
things to do."
anniversary.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
So instead of waiting for the doctor, she was like, "I don't give a fuck no more."
Yeah.
And started cutting man's open. And they cut homie open. We never really got to see the guy fully die, but at that point you were like,
he's on the autopsy.
he's on the autopsy table. He's dead. He's dead.
So you see, so as he's cutting him, his skin was peeling back. Keep in mind, he's not dead. He's caught him in between the afterlife which is kind of brilliant, because like, well, I never see afterlife. We're like, yo, you're just fucked. This is. Don't fuck with Haitians. That's fucked up. You know, like then you cut the skull open, so his head just comes open.
That was a crazy voodoo spell.
Super. She doing Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange on him,
and she won the maximum for the game.
And again, like we said, they explained everything very, very thoroughly, which I'll give them props. Every story except the racist dude.
Yeah.
Every story explained everything so thoroughly.
Yeah. So this is what happened when you die, like, bitch. We gotta just shut up.
Yeah, it was like somebody in the writer's room was like, look, most of these stories ain't gonna make sense, but we're gonna try to put the logic in some way. I have more faith in
your audience. I got it in the first minute.
Right. I know what happened when you died. Like, matter of fact, like, okay, and I like that, you know, little comedic details when they on TV he's watching himself. And he's just being callous, but like, well, that bitch she was lying on her purse. I had to kick her off it.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then when they say he always wears black, it's like, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna wear
that
red.
Was funny.
Change my hoodie.
Red hoodie.
Those
little things. I
appreciated
that. Yeah, that was good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
This wasn't a bad story. It was just insanity.
Yeah, I'm still shocked on that kid dying from the sucker punch. But
and lands soft.
Yeah, he lands softly.
Soft on the trash.
Trash. Yeah, he fell in the trash. I was like, how did he die?
Like a stuntman on cardboard and newspapers.
I said, this man.
Last jaw.
If I'm sucker punching people for money, I'm just gonna be a boxer, bro. I'm just gonna train MMA or something.
It was for the. It was deflection. They want you to think he killed the old lady.
She bounced off the mailbox.
And then because also homegirl was on TV was still mad. Like he probably killed the old lady.
Yeah.
But, they don't want you to think like, oh, he actually killed a fucking kid.
Yeah, I was like, if they do two body swap stories, I was about to lose it. Because I was like, they gonna body swap again?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I thought they were gonna do that too with all those.
Yeah, it was like two body swap movies.
Yeah.
And then if we'll let you explain the grand finale that you saw. Was just the reveal.
The reveal.
We ain't talking about how other Birdman kept trying to get his soul.
Oh yeah, he did it again, right? At the end.
Yeah, so she explains, like, listen, the Birdmen are demons.
Right.
They're trying to take your soul, but you're not technically dead. That's why the dude was so thirsty. Dragon Ball, like, give me your soul.
But he couldn't do nothing.
Like from the Shane saw on fucking Speed, like, I need his soul now.
Yeah.
So that's why
he caught that one guy with.
And that's why they saw the angel like grab the girl and said, I got you.
When he phased through the guy's chest like the Flash, and it came out and just walked. The guy was like,
funny. So at the end, Mad Jews came out and all of them were like, give me the soul. It's hilarious. I love it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they were taking his soul to hell.
I feel like that was also a special effects kind of like let's blur it so we don't have to like put too much teeth on it.
Listen, they ain't got the budget. I respect it.
Yeah.
I got it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's funny as hell to watch a Birdman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Fucking Dragon Ball Z shit.
You either gonna go to a place where a lady with like weird branch wings is gonna come and just go, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get a dude that's
Oh. There's no niceness about it. It's like, you're done now.
Yeah. If I saw that Birdman, I'd be dumb tight. Like, come on, bro. I've been doing
alright,
bro. Oh, is that bad? Oh man, I go to church. Come on. Where's the lady to come down slow?
Yeah.
This is some old bullshit.
Wings again.
Word, my fault. Yeah, but explain that at grand finale real quick, King.
With the are we talking about the little girl?
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. So we were given the impression that all through every story starts with like, can I tell you a story?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think she at first asked him to tell him stories. Like, I'll tell you a story.
Yeah. When that was the intro. Like when I'm scared, my mommy tells me stories. Can you tell me a story? And he's like, well, I don't really have any stories. Your mom has all the stories. So I was like, well, maybe I'll tell a story, and then that was the whole intro. But so to the intro for every story, she, different angles of like conveying like what's gonna happen. Anyway, so the last the grand finale is she's the tables get turned. Like he puts a mask over her head, and like he's gonna film smashing her head in with a it was an axe, big.
He was a child murderer.
He was a child murderer.
It's dark as fuck.
And then all the dead souls start gathering around, and they're all wearing masks. And it's time for revenge. And she reveals her true self. She is like, I guess, is she the devil, or is she the
or at least the daughter of the devil, one or the other.
Yeah, I think it's the devil.
Yeah,
or is now calling the shots.
And, she made a trade. Yeah.
So exactly. So she traded. So she gets to
keep his
head.
His soul.
Yeah, she had his head in a match.
Yeah, she had a head in a match. She didn't even take his soul. She just took the head and bounced. And they got to go to heaven.
I was getting Dave Chappelle's skit vibes when he was
when the head was
like, like he was gonna say something like one of his.
I think he did, but it was like
but yeah, then we see all the children's souls go up to heaven. So the deal has been done. We've done the trade, and then she has we were all like, oh God, how's this gonna end? Her eyes start burning up. And she gets the Exorcist voice, where she's like, "Welcome to hell, motherfucker," and and then I guess the closing shot was, we thought like the camera was going to go into his mouth, but
they got a cool logo at the end.
Yeah,
real cool logo.
Yeah, the logo was cool. Yeah. And I guess we know that their signature logo is a skull with a gold tooth in it.
Which they showed in the very beginning when he's walking past, and you can see. Well, I wondered, why would someone take the time out to put a gold skull on a fucking tombstone?
Because they needed a better callback. Remember
that too, and also you're an owl.
Yeah.
I would have made the kids dolls for a callback to the first one.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever. Listen,
that's what it is.
I didn't see it coming, so they got my black ass. I didn't see that shit coming at all. At all. Like, oh, you are doing it. Because I like, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But is the first one set in L.A.? Is that, because that feels kind of like Vato, whatever, Loco, the shades and the skull.
Nah, it was more back in the days when most
when everybody was having gold teeth. But the setting in the first one, the guys were from, the deception was that the guys were from Cali. And then the second one, it was just somewhere in America. So the third one,
they don't tell you where they're at.
They don't really tell you where they're at.
That's what fucking throws your brain, because like,
exactly,
you don't know the situation at all. You don't know what they're running from. You don't know who even the relation is to this little girl. You don't know. Nothing at all.
And that's what's crazy, because the first one, at least probably like 2 stories took place in the actual hood, 2 or 3 stories. And then like one story was just like, it's around the hood because it was political. And then the next 2 was like, ain't really much going on in the hood like that. And that is kind of hood, but it wasn't really hood. It was like they just went, like he said, they went insane. They got loony with it, which is crazy. But go ahead.
Well, no, I think that can sort of anchor you into reality. If it's like Queens, New York, or whatever. If it was like the neighborhood, like Bensonhurst or whatever it was. So then you kind of like get a visual. You get I know where this is, and you kind of like know. I don't know. It anchors you in reality.
I think it works for this one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Farm not knowing, because you can't know. You would not. It wouldn't work for the second story, because like, where the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, that's true.
I think they even said the actual. Didn't they? They didn't say the actual state at the end of the city. Or they just made.
I ain't hear nothing about it. Unless I'm bugging. Yeah.
They probably made us.
How do you feel about this from not really a hood movie perspective, but in terms of a horror movie? Because this is supposed to be a horror film series.
Yeah. Right.
Well, not supposed to be. It is. But go ahead.
I ain't gonna front. I had some jump scares. I jumped a couple times.
There was some jumps with the first one with the basketball.
This is definitely more scary than the second one.
When you open the mirror and you see like a. It was all right. I mean, it was. Do you remember Blair Witch Project?
Yeah.
That was creepy. That was almost like fever dream creepy. And it's sort of that eerie in the woods. That to me was always a good horror flick. That it was, you get that kind of weird, old world, creepy, witch trials kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't really feel scared.
Not
I mean,
in
I
this
give you the
movie.
jump scares. I give both
Yeah.
y'all that, but I just felt like it lost. It tries to paint such a social picture to try to say the world is scary that you lose sense of being actually scared.
Right.
Which like I mean, for the first one for us, we were both kids, so we were gonna get more scared by it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to scare people nowadays. Anyway.
No, you're right.
I didn't
but-
think they really went hard on the social commentary like that. The second one was worse about that.
No, the
That
second
whole-
one was worse about it, but
whole
the third
Emmett
one.
Till thing where they do no
Oh,
subtlety
yeah,
at all.
yeah, yeah.
There's at least subtlety in this one. Maybe not the map sign at the end of the second one,
Emmett
but
Till superpowers.
they barely talk about it in the third one. And the last one wasn't racist at all. Just some jackass getting his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it can get diluted then if you're trying to push different messages instead of just focusing. This is gonna be scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And the special effects are gonna be crazy and.
I mean, they were
Like I never saw the Saw movies,
Right, okay.
But I'm guessing those special effects were pretty good.
I mean,
They're more about gore,
They're not
It's
dealing
like
with
gore,
ghosts.
like-
Yeah,
it's like
right,
fireballs.
right. It's a
Right.
real
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real sick person just doing
real
sick shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh yeah, he got powers.
Yeah, this fucking angel with branch.
Yeah,
wings.
when we do a blood ritual.
Yeah.
Then that takes away from the like shock and awe of
Right.
horror.
When you see super CGI Resident Evil zombies, I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah.
They got me with the jump scares. That's all.
That's the thing now. So you right, bro. It's just
It's like Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt isn't really that scary.
yeah, it's not that scary,
right?
but
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
goofy.
It's
goofy.
it's sort of
Goofy
like
shit.
it's like cult like status.
Yeah.
Anything that's cult is never really that good.
Yeah.
It's like it becomes hipstery in a way, like with anything cult. Like,
Yeah.
it's like Escape from New York. It's not really a great movie, but people
I haven't seen
get
Escape
crazy
from New York
about it.
in a long time.
But I think they knew that with Tales from the Crypt. So I think it's also the same thing with Tales from the Hood. It's like, we know we're not going to scare people, so we're just going to try to get this message across.
Yeah.
But it just goes so left that even if you know the message, or even if you don't know, you're not going to care.
Right.
So it's like, like when he said earlier, nice try. Nice try. We respect the effort to make a message, but you could have did that with another movie. You could have just made a movie about real life. And Spike Lee, you've produced, at least, even if you didn't write or direct, you produced movies that at least had that message. Like we did See You Yesterday, which was a sci-fi movie.
Okay.
He produced a sci-fi movie about racial, injustice and social commentary, and that movie was good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. That's not a comparison. That's not fair.
No, it's not to it's not to compare it. It's just to say like he at least when he funded when he produced that, it was like it went somewhere.
Hey man, I'm not expecting that much from Tales from the Hood 3.
Nah, I know, but it's like we're gonna keep making these shits. Goddamn.
I think they're done.
I hope so.
I think they're done.
I hope this is the final one.
3 is the magic number.
3 is the magic
listen,
number, bro.
Listen, it's better than the last one. So they went out on a semi-high note.
Yeah, okay. It was like, you're right. Yeah.
I would say 9-3 and only getting that 3 because of Keith David. Getting an extra point. I'll give this a 7 because the stories aren't that bad. It just they needed 12 less minutes.
Yeah, editing.
Cut out
Editing.
3 minutes, maybe 5 from the old lady shit. Yeah, that needed to be 5 minutes less.
Yeah,
They cut out 2
editing
from the rest.
Editing really
edited
makes or
down.
breaks.
Yeah,
Don't make the Haitian witch doctor say so much. Like,
yeah, she explained a lot.
Shut
This
up.
movie could have been summed up a lot quicker.
right.
You're right.
Yeah.
And we just from when we were watching the John Wick prequel stuff, there were some great edits, and just the flow and
way
bigger budget.
Yeah, they just need to subscribe. This movie was just like, we here, bro. We don't need you to do nothing but watch.
Yeah.
And if it's COVID, you feel like spending that money, then we appreciate you.
Yeah.
That was it. That was all they were saying.
Yeah.
It was like, it was not that much of a lockdown because it came out in October. So like, not that much of a lockdown as it was before.
Right.
But it still was like, if you were in the house and you trying to stay in the house, watch this.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a good Halloween movie. Throw it up. Get a little bit of scares.
Get a little bit of scares. Yeah, if you want a good laugh. Yeah, if you don't feel like being scared and you want a good laugh, watch the film.
Yeah.
Get a laugh out of it. Watch a kid do.
I'm not mad I saw this.
Yeah, watch a kid do a fireball. Watch a lady get thrown off a balcony.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
You get away the plot twist. The plot twist is pretty good.
Yeah, that's okay. Just watch it again. Who cares?
Yeah.
Put background noise.
You
know what I'm saying?
Make a really deceptive high reel. If you got all the really good scenes, like when he's talking shit. to the ghost.
Oh yeah, right.
And you know, he's talking shit to the TV after he's robbed the old.
Well,
lady.
the trailer for this was pretty good
put it
because
all
it kind of
good.
fooled me. Like, all right,
Yeah.
this might be good. I actually
Right?
this is
It
like-
could be
I mean,
deceptively good.
Yeah.
Like a
The
tight,
first
tight
go.
3-minute trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first Tales from the Hood had a good trailer. That had you like, oh shit, they got me.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying.
Everything
But
else is like. Okay.
anyway, my brother Jones, man.
Wait, you
yeah.
ain't got a favorite story? We ain't got a rank.
I mean,
stories?
if you want to rank it, I told her Axel was the worst story, but I said already for me.
I think the gold shoes was probably my favorite.
That was your favorite story?
Wow.
Just the,
See,
just,
you like
just
rap?
the way
Interesting.
the way it started.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
It
Then
has good pacing.
Yeah.
That probably has the best pacing. If they would have cut out her long ass speech, this shit would have been damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Because when the way he starts, like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna go.
With
Fucking batshit.
if that had been edited like tight, because I did like the pacing in the beginning, and then you know, like a Stephen King.
Yeah.
I get what you're
just
saying.
like,
You know what? I respect that, man. I respect that.
That might have been my second favorite one.
Yeah.
My first is
Kill with the Fireball is still the
the Fireball. That's my favorite.
That's the one.
I think the old lady is probably my worst.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Poor Lynn.
It wasn't even that bad. It was just kind of a little bit boring.
It just was long. It was boring. Yeah, right. It was just boring.
But the way
the guy,
the dude was.
I mean, yeah. To be fair,
the
all the stories wasn't trash. It was just the way they went about it was just crazy.
Yeah, it just spun out of control.
Yeah, it just spun out of control.
The further they got, just where's
the
this
old
going?
racist fucking the dolls.
See, like it was just moments where you're like, did I really need this?
But the shit he was saying was so off the wall. Like, man,
you got it. It was like, this is the workings. This is the inner workings of a crazy, racist or MAGA person, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. There was points where it was like, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
But then you just kind of didn't. You just didn't stick the landing.
Didn't stick the landing. Yeah.
That was all it was. But that was
It didn't stick it, but it didn't break its ankle either.
No.
It wasn't like, oh.
Yeah, it just came down
like
a little.
7, like,
it just came down when you were like, damn, you fucked up, fam. Like, we almost gave you that. We almost gave you that.
Got a triple somersault in there, which I thought you were gonna fucking decapitate.
But then your leg said, that buckle.
That's a good analogy with the 7. That's like
that's us.
Wasn't terrible, but
I'm not mad. I'll watch you do that.
Stumble. Like a lot of stumbles.
I don't feel bad about myself like I felt at the end of that second one.
Yeah, that's true. At the end of the second one, we almost didn't even want to do the damn episode. We was that upset.
It was that bad.
We was about to tell them like, yo, just forget it. Keep our money. Just forget it. You got it. Fuck y'all. Anyway, but we want to thank you for doing the show with us, man. Despite this movie, do you feel like you want to watch more Hood films in the future?
Of course. Watch that first one. Don't bother with it.
Yeah, watch the first one. Definitely watch the first one.
Yeah.
If you can find it, watch it.
Yeah. But no, if we're talking like Hood inspired movies, it's sort of, because I get it's like Tales from the Crypt, but like Hood style. But I love movies. I'm very, I don't ever just put on a movie and put it in the background. I'm watching it.
I'm
like really focusing on it. Like even if it's, it's art, and I can't passively consume art. I just it's like being in here, looking at this.
Right, exactly.
Crazy,
So we know you're an entertainer just like me and Uni. So just you could let these people know where to find you online or shows or whatever.
I mean,
or not.
Who knows?
Or not.
Pretty much the only thing I do in the comedy world nowadays. I'm 53 and I'm just kind of shifting over from trying to make it as a comedian. And trying to be more like a mentor. I mean, the goal is to, after 12 years in New York, I want to open my own comedy club and be the, producer or host or just that's going to be my involvement in comedy. Get people that I like, that I can relate to and find funny and have like my flavor and my, vibe, for lack of a better word, at the club. But I spent enough time in New York to know what I don't want in a club and what I do want in a club, and it could be as easy as not putting a fucking hand dryer in the bathroom next to the stage. Like these clubs are built by people that are not performing. So I want to build a club that's going to be people are going to have a good time.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So right now I'm hosting an open mic. What I treated like a show. Uni comes as often as he can.
Yeah, people. He got
It's a good
regulars
time,
that
right?
come in.
Yeah, it's like Mondays at Home Sweet Home, which is on 131 Christie.
There's a couple of baddies that strolling.
Yeah,
shockingly enough.
right? Yeah, last week was crazy. 131 Christie, 6 to 8:30 p.m. But yeah, it's free, which is a rare thing in New York City. I don't feel the need to be taking money from others, up and coming comedians. So that's what I do. My Instagram is Jonesy Corona. That's JONEZYKARONA. And yeah, I get booked once in a blue moon to do comedy shows, but that's life in New York.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No doubt. Make sure you can follow us at Welcome to My Hood Film Podcast on Instagram and on TikTok as well. And subscribe to us at Turn Up Mode Productions on YouTube. If you're already on here, that means you already subscribed. You can also check us out on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Google and Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. And if you're a fan of Twitter, aka X, you can go check us out at
It's Twitter. I'm dead naming that app.
WELCOM 2 Hood Film. All right. So once again, man, we just did another Halloween Hood Film.
Done with the trilogy.
Done with Tales from the Hood. So next year you're gonna have to see what else we have in store for you.
Yeah.
So now we got to go and look for a Thanksgiving Hood film.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we got to find something close enough, you know, or whatever we can do.
Yeah.
But again, Jones, man, we want to thank you for coming out, enjoying this film with us. And yeah, we're going to do it big. So make sure y'all have a safe and happy Halloween from the good folks here. Welcome to My Hood Film Podcast, which you already know as your boy Marvin Lattimore.
Francis.
Jonesy Corona.
And we are off this, people. Peace.
Yeah.